Welcome to Fair Go. Now, land disputes are nothing new to us. We've had to referee some explosive battles over the years, but nothing quite compares to this case.
What would you do if your council went to your neighbour and got your neighbour's signed authority to trash your property, and then the council refuses to fix it when you complain?
Too unbelievable to be true? Not in Waikato. Here's Garth.
Rangirehe, Waikato. I've always wondered what it would be like to have a crack with one of these. In November 1863, this was the site of one of the biggest battles in our nation's history. It's also the scene of one of the weirdest modern-day land wars I've ever come across. In 2008, the Waikato District Council turned this property into a bit of a tip. They removed topsoil, installed drains, dug ditches, and made quite a mess.
I nearly lost my friend's car in the hole as I came through.
And it was all done without Neil and Deb Ryburn's permission.
I can see the stress in your face now.
Oh, yes.
It was very real.
It made me angry. Made me angry.
Back in 2008, the couple were living in Australia and only found out when Deb made a chance visit home to discover Waikato District Council occupying their land.
All the portacoms and machines were sitting here and I didn't know what was going on.
Did you tell the council it was okay to dig up your land like that and put the sewers here?
No, definitely not. No, I was never asked to be able to tell them.
The council claimed it had authority.
They said they acted in good faith by having a neighbour of our property sign the agreement to come onto our land.
So a neighbour signed?
A neighbour signed on our behalf without our knowledge.
How can that be okay?
Well, I don't think it is okay. But he's not talking, he's long gone.
Do you think that's okay?
It's not okay. Waikato District Council's own form lays out what should happen, 2 copies to the owner for signing, 1 to return to council, and 1 for them to keep. The law says a council can actually go ahead without consent but must give notice in writing of its plans to the owner and allow a month to object. The Ryburns say none of that happened. They want the land fixed and they want compensation. After an 8-year battle back and forth, this was the council's latest shot.
I've said take it up with the gentleman who signed the form because it's between us and him, not the council.
I just can't understand how legal people could come out with that sort of silliness.
We haven't bothered trying to track down the mystery neighbour. It seems a bit beside the point, which is just how far can you push this thing of a random stranger allowing you to do stuff on other people's land?
So, Sue, I just need your signature on this as a concerned local, I suppose. Apparently anybody will do, you know. So if you can just tell me there, write your name down.
Yeah.
So it's all nice and official. Cool. Thank you very much for that, Sue. Thank you for helping us. We'll see if we can get to the bottom of it, eh?
Absolutely.
Okay,
yes. Good. Come on, man.
Thank you.
Authority granted, it's time to find out if I can now park my mobile sewage scheme on the council's doorstep.
Feel free to help yourself if you need to before you go into your meeting.
Timing is everything, and our timing happened to coincide with the council's monthly meeting.
It's down on their land, and
I prefer not to be filmed right away.
Right, do you think you've done your job right?
I know that we're working through a process.
We need to talk to the top brass.
You need the chief executive. I'll get him for you.
Okay, great.
We can wait. We'll park up round the back. Here's the chief executive now, but he's a bit camera shy.
If you would please move your vehicles.
Of course, I don't want to hold anybody up. I just would really, I know you give me a statement, but I would like... So you've got nothing further to add to that at this point? Excuse me, sir? You're with the council, aren't you? What about this gentleman over here? Mr. Badley? You can be able to get around.
There's a flag of truce. And the elected officials make a break for it.
Mr. Fulton, have you got a minute?
Leaving the mayor to answer for the council's actions.
Look, it came as a shot out of the blue to us. Somebody supposedly representing them signed off the documentation with us.
Does that happen very often?
It's the first time I've actually heard it happening.
Pretty shocking.
Well, shocking, if somebody's overseas, you can't contact them, and somebody within the community mentioned that they represented them.
You say you can't contact them, but these are the rates notices that the council was sending them to their addresses.
Yeah.
These were finding them fine.
Yeah.
That's contact.
Yeah, but back then...
At the time, this is, I can pull back and we can find ones from 2008, so the rates were finding these guys very easily.
Yeah, but you can send a letter, but you can't contact people. Now, we had been trying to contact them, and they weren't contactable.
I thought a letter was a form of contact. Anyway, the Mayor seemed to think the council had done the Ryburns a favour by dragging this out so long.
I think they'll be a lot better off now, knowing where land prices are back 8 years ago and where they are now. I think they'll be a heck of a lot better off. Far better than $50,000 better off.
You've done them a favour, is that what you're saying?
I'm saying we've done them a favour, all right, if that's the way you want to look at it.
But there was a peace offering of sorts.
But if they want the pipe removed tomorrow, we'll remove the pipe.
So tomorrow that could
So
happen?
what's the issue?
Tomorrow that could happen?
That could happen tomorrow.
But that's all, you're not going to pay any kind of compensation?
Well, the trouble is I can't talk about that because we've had to actually notify our insurers around this because of that side of it.
Ryburns are furious. As for the Mayor's offer to fix it tomorrow, more than a week has passed, and so far no sign of an army of diggers returning to the field.
We are staggered that Waikato District Council has fought this for so long. 8 years ago, Neil and Deb say they were desperate to sell the land to meet some big dairying debts.
And remember, the Mayor reckons the council's done them a favour because the land's worth more now. If that's a joke, we say it's a pretty bad one. We say, sort this out, Waikato District Council. Don't force the Ryburns to go to court.
You know, it's going to cost Neil and Deb and all the other ratepayers more money. Surely there is a better way.
Question: when did the consumer become part of the production line?